Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Dark Cloud. So, last time we got the basic skivvy. We find bits of the village in the dungeon from where the Fairy King sealed them, so that we can replace them up here in whatever thing we choose, and we got the lowdown on the RPG stuff. So, this episode, I'm expecting to get the next 3 floors of the dungeon done, and maybe finish Macho's house. Hopefully we can do that before part 3 starts. Also, my character does not sleep. It just went straight from night into morning. Give yourself a break every once in a while, brah! You don't have infinite energy. 2 things I should have touched on. One is that I got the Dark Genie's voice wrong. That's the voice of the little clones he makes in the secret boss fight you find him in the second game, but, oh well. Second I'll get to in a minute, because I think the Fairy King is about to talk to us again. Huh? Oh no, never mind. Kitty! It's a tool! I must befriend it! Huh. Okay, I guess he'll get to us in a bit. Why am I still thirsty? That's unfortunate. That was actually the second thing as well. When your thirst depletes, it starts affecting your health. So you never want to let that go for too long. Barbell. That sounds like Macho's house. Good. It's also important to go up and replenish, like, basically every time. In the beginning for sure. You can push your luck a bit later on, but I wouldn't recommend doing that too much. Anyway. I also remembered one of the scenarios in which Curse might actually be really terrible is if you run out of repair powder and you're stuck on the same weapon. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Ooh, a spring bit. Bim. Unfortunately, I think I'm starting to remember that the Bone Rapier actually kind of sucks because of its lack of endurance. Especially where statues and such are concerned. I think I'll still keep it though, because there's this thing you can do where you can turn a weapon into a synth sphere, where it turns into a little gem that— my house! Where it turns into a little gem that you can plug onto other weapons, boosting weapons off your previous weapons. Very nice, yeah? Bone key. Yes, sometimes there are specific gates in the dungeon that require— you can't deny that damage though. That's always the rapier for you. Low endurance, high damage output. I keep getting sidetracked, so I'm sorry. So the bone key I picked up is because that sometimes in the dungeon there are little gates that prevent you from proceeding, which require minor keys like that. In this case, bone key. So that might pop up pretty soon here. Oh, there's the exit already. But haven't picked up the crest yet. I'll just put that on the map. There we go. And that reach. Oh, I remember you. Yamich. Don't know what that's supposed to be like. Yami Lich? Dark Lich, you know? Now those guys won't generally go for you, but if you get too close, they'll try to bust through your heavens with their drill. Down pretty easily, though. Abs of the equipped weapon became full. Nice! So those little spheres on the ground, circles, whatever, they do random stuff. In this case it was good, but sometimes it will like take your HP or something. Anywho, I might as well check this out. Attack, endurance, speed. I don't know if I'm not even gonna keep this. It's a good question. What do I even have? I got wind and I got fire. And it need neither of these. Forget it then. Okay, cool. Map. Excellent. I'm certain there's something I'm forgetting. If I just keep talking, I'll remember eventually. Macho. That's Macho's little brother. No, wait, no. Camacho's the big brother. He's just smaller. Dang! I fell into the trap. Oh well. Magical crystal. Okay, so that's the layout. That's what we can expect The lake is pretty far away. Oh well. Can't always be easy. Ah, there's the crest. I'm remembering the One Order of the Stick comic. Rapiers. I could sunder that thing by swearing too loudly. Belcar Bitterleaf. What would we do without you? Okay, so fortunately it looks like I will be able to complete Macho's house before we continue on. Then on floor 4 we're going to encounter our first duel. Those don't come up a whole lot, but it's still good to know what the dealio is. Small windmill. Sometimes I turn it to the side, so I got a good idea of what my range is like. And it's starting to beep at me, but it's just a bet, so no biggie. Also remembering that this sells for like 1 gold. Oh well. Any point in a storm, especially when it's early on, you know? I kinda wanna see how far I can push that, but I also know that beeping is going to drive me insane. There we go. I'll push my health a little bit, because it's still early on, I'm pretty sure. Not the water though, maybe I should just start going. Because if I'm thirsty during a fight, I'm just gonna start withering away. That's not good. Don't worry, I'll cut this part out. There we go. Sorry about that. That's just the sort of thing you don't want to leave to chance. Arrogance gets you killed. So here's the bone key door. Boink. Hello. Just remember, that's one of the things I really like about being able to turn weapons into sin spheres. It's like, even if you dump all your time and energy into one blade, you're not stuck with it, and you can turn that progress into something good for the future. It's very nice, I think. Alright. Yeah, good. Okay, that's a dungeon wipe. So, back to the gate then. And I still don't have any tram oil to access the black floors. But it's probably good I'm not, because, you know, everything in there hits like a runaway wrecking ball. Oh yeah, and this is fish bait. Yeah. Righto. So, let's leave the dungeon, so we can restock whatever we need to, and just repair powder it should be. But, you know, still important, because Rapier's gonna degrade pretty quick. And make whatever repairs we need to the village here. So, we can put my house. I think I had it over here. I don't remember why, but I'm pretty sure that was important. Okay. Now then, we get Camacho back in the field. We get Macho's annex room here, and he said leave the barbell out front. There we go. We go small windmill. And so sad to see a windmill without like its fans, right? Okay, and that needs that stuff. Don't think I got more of those. Okay. And what else we got? Lamp, fence, pike, Paige is dead. I'm just gonna leave you in there because I don't have your house. That's one of those weird things I don't think the designers saw through all the way, but oh well, it's funny as crap. Okay, somebody's over there. Hello. Oh, it's Matra. Sorry, I'm looking for the other one. He might be in the house. Hello. Thank you, Tone. Say, what happened on the day of the festival anyway? I remember a light flashed from the sky, and the house has disappeared. And after that, I don't remember a thing. So that's the good thing about leaving them in the ball. They don't care. They won't remember. Hello. Did you see my little brother, Macho? Yeah, he's outside. Go outside. Tell me how to rebuild your house. A fence and a lamp would be nice. We had stuff any decent person would have, you know? I have those. Excellent. Hello. I heard that something good would happen if you didn't use any recovery items in a dungeon, but nothing happened. Who the heck started that rumor? Wow. That really is mean. I would see players doing that. Of course, now I have to wonder if that's, like, legit, or if the designers are poking at you with... I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. How goes the fight in the cave? Come to me if you run into any problems. Oh, here's one thing. In the dungeon, if you ever get stuck or run out of items, return to the surface and search the town. You may be able to find some valuable support items laying around. That's good advice, because that is a thing in this game. This will be really important when you try to get to the deeper floors. It's pretty dangerous down there. You know, you say come to me, but none of you ever actually follow me into the dungeon. That's something they actually change in the second game. I have a bit different view on battles than my bro. Fighting's about brains. You can fight easily if you make the best out of items in the dungeon. My bro doesn't agree. I think it's important to find balance. Sometimes you come at it gung-ho, sometimes you prepare properly. You do whatever it takes to win the fight. I'll tell you one important thing. To power up your weapons, you'd think you should kill all monsters with weapons. But that's not necessarily the case. If you kill a monster with an item instead of a weapon, the monster sometimes changes into an attachment. What? Oh, right! So, like, you could get a beast hunter if you threw a bomb at something. What's more, it'll change to an attachment with an attribute most effective against that monster. To power up a weapon, you do need to use the weapon itself, but to power it up efficiently, use items once in a while, and always be fully equipped with the attachments when you upgrade. What do you think? Pretty useful, huh? You do need attachments to upgrade properly, it's true. I did not know that you could get the kind of attachment from the monsters. That's cool. One of the coolest items you can get is the bomb. You can blow up all the monsters gathered near you. Just like that. Boom! Nice, huh? Yes, very nice. Also explosions. Very nice. Okay, so you're on a loop now. How should I rebuild Naroon? I'd like the house to be someplace where I don't have to go far for a good workout. And so that's exactly why it's in front of the Divine Beast Cave. Go beat up some monsters. Best way to get Swool. What will happen when it's done? I'll give you something, but I'll keep it secret for now. The hint is rock-breaking strength. And that's why I wanted to finish this so soon. Now, is there anything in here? Nope, not yet. I'll always be scrounging around for those little boxes. They save your butt. Time and time again, they do. In fact, maybe I should hit the mayor's house before I continue the search. Just in case I can pick up duplicate repair powder. That would be nice, yeah? Hello. This looks to be no easy task. I put some items you'll be needing in your bag. Be careful, okay? And then he replenishes all the starting stuff. Because he's cool like that. I should watch my inventory space. If I get too loaded down with fishing bait, I'm gonna have to throw something out. Anyway. My house. I mean, I miss my mom, but it's good that I have a bed to sleep in now. Okay. Yeah. And this is a nice place, all things considered, yeah? The door to nowhere. Where someone forgot to finish the building. We didn't forget, it's locked in the dungeon somewhere. But I literally have a door in my room right now that's exactly like that. It held some purpose at some point in time, but now it's literally just wall. Oh. Yeah. Yep, it doesn't look like any items are gathered until you build more of the house. Okay. Well, at any rate, let's finish Macho's quest here. Get the event going. Fence? Lamp! Event. So now that the house is complete, you can go in, talk to the residents, and they do stuff for you. Also fun scenes and world building stuff. Whoa, Tone, you've done it! Thanks to you, our house is back to normal again. Here, this is for you. Keep it. Stonebreaker! Excellent. Hey! That's mine! Hey, bro! What do you think you're doing? Like I always tell you, what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. That's how things between big brothers and little brothers should be. I disagree. I can't take this anymore, bro! We're gonna settle this with a battle! Oh, really? Ready when you are. And then they just start beating the crap out of each other off screen. Sweat drop. It's like, should I have accepted that? I feel awkward now. And apparently Komacho won, because Macho never asks her that back. Anyway. Afternoon. Good afternoon, Governor. I wonder what happens if you talk to people once the event's complete, actually. Like, see. Hello. So then I have less options for one thing. Yeah, hello is always the game tips. Shouldn't have done that. How should I build Norun? That cave is full of monsters now. I know Dran doesn't like it, but it's really exciting for me. I always like a good challenge. It's finished! So, that item I gave you, think you'll get any use out of it? As wiry as you are, it should come in handy. Gee, thanks, bro. Nice match up. You know what, before I forget, I should just equip that. Stonebreaker! And fire, because why not? So, when you have the item equipped, it will do the effect automatically, but if you upgrade it while that thing is attached, it'll fuse it to the weapon to give it a permanent boost. So that's why it's so important to make the use out of that. Nacho, where are you? I want to talk to you. I want to be social. Do you know how rare that is for me? He's probably still mad anyway. Let's just continue. Am I all set? Bread, water, antidote. Why am I still thirsty? Going up should fix that. Oh well. Just a minor gripe. And yeah, we're good. Eventually you can find items that are each of your party members' favorite foods, and that'll boost their defense. In Toe's case, it's the fluffy donut! Hello again. I'm back! Exciting, eh? Don't give me that look, this is for your benefit. Now, here is the intermediate course. I won't repeat myself, so listen carefully. It'll be in the manual, whatever. First is the lock-on. You already knew that pressing the O button locks onto monsters. Red target frame will appear around an enemy for as long as they are locked on. However, you may not have known that L1 R1 buttons functions change during lock-on. Pressing the L1 button during lock-on switches the lock-on to another enemy. Pressing the L1 button repeatedly cycles through all of the enemies in your field of view. Next, pressing the R1 button activates your guard. Oh, that was actually something I wanted to look up. So thank you, I completely forgot about that. Guarding allows you to defend against enemy attacks. Don't forget the guard function. It can save you in the heat of battle. Also, did you know about the attribute change function for your weapons? This changes weapons' elemental attributes. There are 5 attributes: fire, ice, thunder, wind, and holy. Many monsters are vulnerable to a specific attribute. To change a weapon's attribute, use the attribute or customize command in that weapon's menu and change it there. Of course, you cannot activate an attribute unless that weapon has points for that attribute. What do you think? Easy, huh? Don't want to fry your noodles, so that's enough for this time. Good luck to you, boy. See you soon. And that's actually how you win some boss fights, so that's a seriously important tip. Anyway, time to wreck house. Come here. There we go. I killed a skeleton with a bone rapier. Take your bone and whack you with it. So here's the statue. They're really tough, which is why you need the Stonebreaker, or your weapon will just erode. But they're really slow. They only got the overhead chop and the horizontal swingy move. But they don't get phased easily, so it's important to like dart in, dart out. I'm also not 100% sure what my range is yet. Okay. Whoa! And they get faster when they get angrier. There we go. Okay. So I'm doing good damage on that, but as you can see, it still took a chunk out of my weapon. So that's something I'm gonna have to watch. Tram oil. Perfect. Oh! Blast it all! I forgot one of the gaming things I should have been doing. I should have used the repair powder immediately, and then asked for more. That's how you game the system. Statue dog! These things are weird. Hold on. Pause for a cutscene. Bench. Okay, I'm in. What's with the wingy things on the back? Is that supposed to be your tail? Okay. Similarly, don't get too cocky around the stony things here. Any enemy made of stone. You gotta be watching your weapon HP during. Okay. I want to push my luck, get as much bang out of my weapon's butt as I can, but that's also just a really unpleasant noise. Oh well. Moving on. Getting thirsty. Renee, that's Mom! Awesome. Sometimes it's good to start the combo before they get in. Give you time. Do I have the bone key yet? I have the crystal. This is one of those cases where I really wish I had gotten the map first. Oh, well, I do have the bone key. Alright. Cool. Oh, guess I'm gonna drink. There we go. Baton. The cricket thing. Bridge. Hello. Goodbye. Whoa! Blast it! I keep thinking it has more range than it does. Oh well. Oh, and that's one thing. You can't actually affect the statue dog while it's curled up like that. It's gotta be attacking you. Ah, use the exit. Just in case I get in over my head and decide to bail early. Which could easily happen, especially with this many stone enemies. Okay, good. That was fast enough. There's also the speed in the lower left. Functions a bit like stamina in other games. Only have so many swings you can do. You know, if I'm really struggling, I can always switch to the dagger. Bone Rapier's abs is full. Excellent. Ooh, I don't know. I should take this off. Because if I get a better weapon and I fuse it, you know, that's just not the kind of permanent decision you want to be making. Not with something like this, which I'm not even sure I'm going to be keeping for very long. And especially considering that its weapon HP is so low right now, I might take that Stonebreaker and dump it on the dagger for the time being. See? Smart inventory management. Saves a lot of ergs. Okay, moving on. I'm also free of that noise. That noise! Not as much damage, but oh well. C'est la vie. And this will ensure that I clear the floor anyway, because there's only one more dude. Ooh, repair powder. Excellent. In fact, that allows me to just do this. Quick. Give me that back. I like the damage output. Okay. And I gotta remember that tip. I gotta repair it before I ask for the mayor for more things. In fact, since it's not replenishing my thirst either, I gotta drink before I ask more things as well. It almost feels like I'm playing the poor guy, but I'm, you know, in real life he'd also probably be good for it, because I am saving the world, and I'm clearly getting my butt kicked, which necessitates more stuff. I don't know. Imp. Candy bags. Dead monster. Now I do have tram oil, but I also have a dearth of repair powder. See, this is the kind of decision you don't want to make too hot-headedly. Because if I go in there, everything's going to break, and then I'm just going to get stomped repeatedly. I know firsthand how terrifying the back floors can be. Also, everything's darker and spookier, and green tinted. Okay. Here we go. Boink. Boink. Cute. Then the next one should be the duel. Don't need as much items for that one, but it's still good to check out. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's good. The cave's tough lately, Tone. Fighting with weapons is not the way to go. Only hand-to-hand is true battle. Well, you just keep telling yourself that. I'm gonna do the route that makes me not die. What? You aren't satisfied with what my big bro gave you as a reward? No, I'm plenty satisfied. Just like saying, hey, it's finished, let's celebrate. Grab a brewski, I don't know. Okay. Hi, Mom! What? Oh, cute little one with... Huh? Oh, right, this is a llama. I have llamas. I should really pay more attention to the item slots before I just start doing stuff. Anyway. Dusk. A time of chill lighting. Anyway. Ah, box. Excellent. Bread. More bread. That's what this is for. This is the llama pen. That's right. I remember things good. I remember my own house. Would have to have some occupation in this village, right? Hi, Mom. Tone, you're all right. Oh, good. Don't worry me anymore, please. Can't keep that promise. I'm the protagonist. You're going to that cave lately, aren't you? Just don't do anything dangerous, all right? Your weapons will grow stronger and stronger if you take good care of them. But pay attention to their status, and don't let them break. Seriously, most heartbreaking thing in the world. This is good advice she gives you. In the dungeon, there's a special floor called a limited zone. A mysterious spell has been put on that floor. Those floors are very difficult to clear. You be careful, okay? Yeah, limited zones are the worst. Tone, I hear there are scary monsters disguised as treasure chests in the dungeon. They're really strong, so if you see them, just run. That may actually be good advice from time to time. We should be encountering them soon, after the 4th floor, I think. When you go to the dungeon, don't forget to take along something to drink, or you'll wear out from thirst. Indeed, good advice. In the dungeon, don't overdo it. When you see it's dangerous, turn around and return at once. If you are beaten inside a dungeon and don't have an ally and stand-in powder, you pay half your gold to return to the surface. How do you know that? Okay. At any rate, it's true. Don't get in over your head. Arrogance gets you killed, it makes you lose time and money and all the stuff you need. How should I rebuild Norun? Let's see. It'd be lovely if the morning sun would come in from the upstairs window and wake me up. Really? 'Cause I hate that. What will happen when it's done? Tone, do you ever think the two of us living here alone is a bit lonely? Are you saying you're looking? I'm not sure I'm ready for a new father. Anyway, that's, I already know what's gonna happen, so that's not it at all, I assure you. Anyway, tell me how to rebuild your house. I mean my house. You know what I mean. It's your own house, Tone. Our house had a chimney, and it had a storage room. Don't you remember what your own house was like? I don't know. Okay, confession time. I'm the player who has possessed your kid. Alright, at any rate. That's what the mysterious door is for. Storage room. I don't think I have any of that yet. I have a candy box. It looks vaguely like the shape, but slightly different. Okay, at any rate. Windmill blades. Make it look good and proper, what? Okay. Ooh, got bridges now. Bridge. Why am I doing this? I'm just going to rearrange it all anyway. Okay. Don't think I was able to add anything to anyone's house at this point, so I don't think there will be any more boxes. At any rate, I'm gonna go make sure my item pouch is good and stocked. Alright. This looks to be no easy task. I put some items you'll be needing in your bag. Be careful, okay? And this time I learned things. So, drink up, repair up, and then we do the dance over and over again until I'm well stocked. Okay, repaired both the rapier and the dagger. We should be in good shape now. Oh, and you can also stack items like this. See, there are 2 bread in that slot now. Always make sure you have 9 of anything, if you can help it. Just saves a lot of time. I think there's a way to... yeah, square. Good! I often never know which is the best way to do it. Oh well. Okay, so I should be good now. Let's hit that 4th floor. Yeah, no Atla on this floor. That's how you know things are about to go down. Now you die. I think not. Do you know how many of you I've beaten just today? Come on! Yes, just group yourselves together. Saves me a lot of time. Oh, but then... Tone! He's a tough one, Tone! You will have to duel him! A duel is a special form of combat. It's basically a bunch of quick-time events, but this was during a time before they were everywhere, so it felt special. Controller button markers will move from right to left. Press the right button when they line up with the light blue bar. Arrows such as left mean... I don't know why I stuttered on that. Press in that direction with either the directional buttons or the left analog stick. You're probably better off doing the buttons. The closer the button mark is to the center of the blue bar when you press it, the better your rating will be. If you hit all of the marks with the right timing, you'll be victorious. When the duel starts, you will be given indication of it with this mark. Be aware of it. Here it begins. Stay focused! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I messed it up at the last second. If you perfect those, then you get a special item. So nothing that would be required for like 100% completion or anything like that, so don't worry. It's just nice to have early game. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad at myself. Transquest. Yada yeah. And Undead Buster, which is nice. To protect his own nest. I was wondering what that was gonna say. Okay. So, I don't know, it was like, we hadn't seen a lot of those at the time this game came out. So it was pretty thrilling, like, oh my god, now I gotta pay attention to the buttons. And I failed that so many times as well. It's pretty gruesome when you do, too, because, like, it fades to black, Tone gets knocked on his back, and then that bugger, like, jumps on top of him and runs his sword across his throat. And then it, like, cuts to black before, like, the blood would start spurting, but that image is still in your mind. It's the kind of nightmare-paced sort of thing that would follow you into your dreams. Ugh. But I beat him! And that makes me feel strong! Yes! Also, my advice for those is actually to ignore what's going on screen. Because otherwise, you're not paying attention to the buttons. Oh well. So I think that's about it for one episode. That should be fine. Night. I think I can afford to make these a little shorter. No need to push it, 100% all the time if you can get away with, just, because, I'm always afraid it's gonna drag. That's just my personal thing. And I just realized the mic's not in the right place. That's gonna be echoey as all. Oh well. Mistakes are made. At any rate, next time, we're going to, I think it's about around floor 8 something happens again, so in the meantime, we're just gonna keep kicking butt and taking names and, all that good stuff. I'll explore the village more off screen, because I should really cut it now. I think pretty soon we're gonna see a limited zone, so that concept is introduced. Mimics will start popping up, and floor 8, there's gonna be another duel. There are only like 5 of those in the game, so they're also pretty, they don't just like whale them into to dullness, to overuse, which is cool. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out. I just stood here all night and it's already morning. My eyes will have so many bags under them.